Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're embarking on a journey to a truly special place, a place woven with stardust, wise serpents, and a tiny, golden-haired prince. We're diving deep into Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's timeless masterpiece, The Little Prince. Often mistaken for a children's book due to its whimsical illustrations and seemingly simple language, The Little Prince is, in fact, a profound philosophical allegory, a poetic meditation on life, love, loss, and what truly matters. It's a book that whispers to the soul, revealing new layers of meaning with each reread, making it a perfect subject for our discussion today. The author and his world. Before we delve into the story itself, let's briefly touch upon the author, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. A French aristocrat, writer, poet, and pioneering aviator, Saint-Exupéry's experiences as a pilot deeply influenced his writing. He himself crash-landed in the Sahara Desert, an event that directly inspired the setting of The Little Prince. His life was marked by adventure, a deep love for humanity, and a certain melancholy, all of which are palpable in his most famous work. Published in 1943, during the tumultuous years of World War II, The Little Prince can also be read as a subtle critique of a world consumed by war and materialism, a plea for a return to simpler, more meaningful values. The story, a meeting in the desert. The narrative begins with a pilot, our narrator, who is clearly a stand-in for Saint-Exupéry, crash-landing in the vast, desolate Sahara Desert. Faced with the daunting task of repairing his plane with limited supplies, he is utterly alone, or so he thinks. On his 8th day, a peculiar encounter shatters his solitude. A small, mysterious boy with golden hair appears, asking him to draw a sheep. This is our introduction to the titular Little Prince. The pilot, initially annoyed by the boy's seemingly whimsical request given their dire circumstances, soon finds himself captivated. The Little Prince, it turns out, is no ordinary boy. He has traveled from a tiny asteroid, B612, a planet so small it has only 3 volcanoes, 2 active, 1 extinct, and a single, unique rose. Through a series of charming, sometimes frustrating, and always insightful conversations, the Little Prince slowly unravels his journey and his perspective on the universe. Key themes: what the Little Prince teaches us. The Little Prince is rich with allegorical depth, exploring a multitude of themes that resonate with readers of all ages. The blindness of adults and the value of imagination. Perhaps the most prominent theme is the criticism of the adult world and its often misguided priorities. From the very beginning, the narrator recounts his childhood experience of drawing a boa constrictor digesting an elephant, only for adults to see a hat. This simple anecdote sets the stage for the book's central message: adults often lose their sense of wonder, imagination, and ability to see beyond the surface. They are preoccupied with matters of consequence, numbers, ownership, and power, while overlooking the truly important things in life: beauty, love, and connection. The Little Prince, with his innocent yet profound questions, constantly challenges the narrator's adult perceptions. He represents the uncorrupted purity of childhood, a state of being where imagination reigns supreme and the heart is open to seeing the invisible. The importance of connection and love. At the heart of the Little Prince's journey is his relationship with his rose. This rose, vain and demanding but ultimately fragile and beautiful, is his first encounter with love and responsibility. He learns to care for her, to protect her, and through her, he understands the unique bond that makes something truly special. His journey across other asteroids, where he encounters various solitary adults, a king with no subjects, a vain man who craves admiration, a drunkard ashamed of drinking, a businessman obsessed with counting stars, and a lamplighter who faithfully performs a meaningless task, highlights the isolation and emptiness that result from a lack of genuine connection. It's on Earth, however, that he truly grapples with the complexity of love. He discovers a garden full of roses, just like his own. Initially, he's heartbroken, feeling his rose is no longer unique. But then, he meets the fox. What is essential is invisible to the eye: the wisdom of the fox. The encounter with the fox is arguably the most pivotal part of the book and the source of its most famous quotes. The fox, a wise and insightful creature, teaches the Little Prince about taming, about building relationships, about investing time and effort to create a unique bond. You become responsible, forever, for what you have tamed, the fox tells him. This powerful lesson extends beyond his rose to all relationships. The fox also imparts the profound truth: it is only with the heart that one can see rightly. What is essential is invisible to the eye. This encapsulates the book's core philosophy. True value, true beauty, and true meaning are not found in outward appearances or material possessions, but in the invisible bonds of love, friendship, and understanding that we forge. It's about feeling with your heart, not just seeing with your eyes. Loss, grief, and the acceptance of endings. The book also tenderly explores themes of loss and grief. The little prince's eventual decision to return to his planet, leaving his earthly body behind, is a poignant moment. His departure is a necessary act for him to reunite with his beloved Rose. The pilot's sorrow at his departure mirrors the universal experience of losing someone dear. However, the book offers a comforting perspective on loss. The little prince assures the pilot that his spirit will live on among the stars, and that whenever the pilot looks up at the night sky, he will hear the little prince's laughter. This suggests that while physical presence may cease, the essence of love and connection endures, living on in our memories and in the universe around us. The art and the experience. The beautiful watercolor illustrations, also by Saint-Exupéry, are an integral part of the book's charm. They are simple yet evocative, complementing the text perfectly and adding another layer of magic to the narrative. They invite the reader to engage their imagination, just as the story itself encourages us to do. Reading The Little Prince is an experience. It's a gentle reminder to slow down, to look beyond the superficial, and to reconnect with the innocent wisdom that often gets lost in the complexities of adult life. It encourages introspection, prompting us to examine our own priorities and what we truly cherish. Why The Little Prince endures. The Little Prince has sold over 140 million copies worldwide and has been translated into over 300 languages and dialects, making it one of the best-selling and most translated books ever published. Its enduring appeal lies in its universal themes and its ability to speak to different people in different ways. For children, it's a delightful fantasy. For adults, it's a profound philosophical treatise wrapped in a charming fable. It asks us to consider what truly matters in life. Have we forgotten how to truly see? Are we too busy counting stars to appreciate their wonder? Final thoughts and a call to reflection. The Little Prince is more than just a story, it's a guide for the heart. It reminds us that the greatest treasures are not found in possessions or power, but in the unique connections we forge, the love we give and receive, and the simple beauty that often goes unnoticed. If you haven't read The Little Prince in a while, I highly recommend picking it up again. And if you've never read it, prepare for a journey that will both charm and challenge you. Let the Little Prince's gentle wisdom open your eyes to the essential things that are invisible. What are your thoughts on The Little Prince? Has it impacted you in any way? I'd love to hear your reflections in the comments below or by reaching out to me on social media. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of a truly extraordinary book. Until next time, keep reading, keep exploring, and keep seeing with your heart.